Everyone, so once again welcome to this mock interview session of Unacademy CAT. As you know, Unacademy CAT is the largest platform in India for MBA aspirants, and we conduct daily live sessions for all the MBA entrance exam preparation. Not only that, we also help students to get prepared for interview, GE and PI. So we have today with us Mr. Anukool, who has got some really nice profile and some really good calls from symbiosis colleges. So I, along with my colleague Mr. Deepak Jaryal, will evaluate him. So yes, Deepak.
Hi Anukool. How are you? Good, sir. I'm good. Okay, so can you just briefly introduce yourself within 1 minute? I'm Anukool Shah Sir. I have completed my graduation from SRM Institute of Science and Technology in Computer Science and Engineering, having scored 92.94%. I'm currently working in Larsen & Toubro Infotech as a software engineer, where my role is to administer the servers and coordinate with various teams for any critical issues. I have also completed my 12th from Kendriya Vidyalaya with a score of 94% and 10 from Kendriya Vidyalaya as well with the score of 10 CGPA. Why did you decide to do your MBA here? Actually, the call came from my job itself, where when I had my first inter-team interaction with a critical issue, where I had observed various managers interacting with each other, coordinating with each other to address the solution. So that actually motivated me to understand more about.
So you mean to say that all those were MBAs, or it can also be gained through experience, isn't that?
Yes, sir. But what I could understand was the way they were handling the situation, the way they were managing the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that got me interested in.
Anukool, did you join any coaching institute for your entrance exam preparation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And which exams did you appear for? And how many have you qualified or you have cleared successfully out of them?
I have given. If I'm clear, you were asking about my management exams. Right?
Yes, entrance exams I'm talking about. Apart from SNAP, which other exams did you appear for?
I have given CAT, I have given NMAT, and I have given ZAT as well as IIFT.
So you didn't get calls from IIMs?
No, sir, I have not got.
Okay. So do you suggest the future MBA aspirants to join the coaching institutes?
Yes, sir, because coaching institute has really given me confidence in attempting the exams, attempting the questions and devising strategies while attempting the questions as well.
Okay.
So, yes. But our paper is not very difficult. We don't think that you actually require coaching. Our paper is not difficult. And your score, your 10th, 12th graduation score is also pretty decent. Paper might not have been difficult in terms of the questions, but in terms of time management, it required devising strategies. It required selecting questions as well, since all the questions could not have been attempted in the stipulated time. So that's where my coaching institute has helped me a lot.
Okay, so Anukool, when you look for a Bschool, what qualities, what things that you look for in a Bschool? Can you tell us about that?
In a Bschool, I would look for.
Is it placements?
Pardon, sir?
Is it placements?
One reason is definitely placement, but the main reason is to get an idea of get the knowledge of how businesses actually work at a macro level, how they function, how the teams are managed. You are a computer science graduate. Why did you decide to do your MBA in operations management? Sir, in computer science, my role was mainly to understand the technical aspects of the project. However, in management, I would be able to contribute more to the project at a higher level. I would be getting an opportunity to.
What skills are you aiming to gain in operations management?
What is the role of an operation manager in a company, Anukool? If you can just help us understand as per your understanding.
The role of operation manager is to manage the entire workflow of any project or any product, from procurement of the supplies till the delivery of the good or delivery of the project to the end user, including
Are you nervous?
Slightly.
Okay. Would you like to have a glass of water?
No, sir. I'm fine.
Okay.
Let us ask you something from your favorite subject in computer science. Which was your favorite subject in computer science engineering?
Java.
Yeah. Okay, briefly, can you tell me what you mean by polymorphism?
Polymorphism is the ability of an object or ability of a class to take on many forms at the runtime, at the end when it actually is used by it.
And what is a constructor?
Constructor is a default method, or not a method actually, it is a default part of the code which is always executed whenever a class is called, or whenever a function is called. As in,
can you list down certain steps to write while creating an object? What are the steps that are required to create an object?
We need the type of object. We need the accessibility of object firstly. Then we need whether the object can be modified at a later stage. We also need to declare the type of the object, which type of data it will hold. Mm-hmm. Then we need a variable which will be used at later stages to access the object, and then we initialize it if required at that time, or we can initialize it at a later stage.
Then what are the different types of access modifiers?
Access modifiers are private, public, protected, and default.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what are protected? What is there in protected access modifiers?
In protected modifiers, the object can only be accessed by a specified set of classes, or a specified set of only in the specified package.
Right.
Are they visible to the package?
Yes, they are visible inside the package.
Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you some different question, because you are very good at you were good at your academics throughout the school and college and all. So can you explain us what is a function in the simplest way? What is a function?
Function is the output of whatever user feeds. Let's say we pick up a pen, we start writing. The words that come out are the function of our hand. So that is the output, or that is the proceed.
Okay. So can you tell me what will be the domain for if I take a function which is area of circle? Do you agree area of circle is function of its radius?
Yes.
So what will be the domain for that? How will you define the domain for that function?
I'm not sure about it.
Okay. What values can you take for radiuses? Is it necessary for us to take 1, 2, 3, or can I take 0.01, 0.02 and all?
You can take any values.
So can I take -2?
No, it will be either greater than or equal to 0.
So what do we call it? All the values which are greater than or equal to?
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers? Is 0.01 a whole number?
Sorry. Rational numbers greater than or equal to 0, sir.
Okay, so you mean to say that radius can't be √2, is it? Because √2 is not a rational number. can we say that radius can take values of all positive real numbers?
Yes.
So shouldn't it be domain?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So how did you get such good grades? Were you of a kind of person who used to mug up a lot?
In some subjects, yes, but in most of the core subjects,
In math, you cannot mug up, right?
No, but it looks like he has mugged up even functions also. Right. Okay.
Anukool,
So
how do you represent 0 in Roman numerals?
I'm not aware of.
okay, Anukool, can you tell us one thing? Do you read newspaper on daily basis?
No, sir, not on a daily basis.
And don't you feel that a manager should be reading newspaper on daily basis, keeping track of events, what is happening in every domain?
So I usually keep track of news through my phone itself.
Okay.
It's okay, but you are aware about your surroundings, right?
Yes.
Right. So what is the trending story right now?
Trending is
For today, I mean right now in the sense for today, what is the trending news?
specifically about today.
Okay, don't worry. Chalo, tell us something about your family.
So my father is retired from BEML. And my mother is a homemaker.
Okay.
I have a sister who is studying in 11th.
Okay. So what values did you get from your parents?
So my father is a role model at this moment for me. He has always stayed positive in every situation. He has always thought of the situation and planned the steps required to tackle in every day.
Okay. Fine. Anukool, thank you. Thanks for coming up and applying to our college, and we'll very soon let you know about the results. We wish you all the best. Okay. Right. So I just want to tell to all my viewers, the interview has ended, and now we'll give the feedback to Anukool so that he can improve and he can actually perform well in the actual interview. So I, along with my colleague Mr. Deepak Jaryal, we both will give the inputs, and I'm sure the candidate would improve on that. So in the same way, if you want to participate, if you want to get yourself evaluated through us, through our experts, come forward and join our group, Telegram group, that is t.me/gd_pi, and we conduct daily live sessions for every MBA entrance exam. So if you are CAT 2021 or 22 aspirant, definitely you can also learn the subjects with us with our daily lives. More than 20 educators conduct their sessions on quantitative ability, logical reasoning, verbal ability, data interpretation and all, day in day out. And we also help candidates to get prepared for group discussion, personal interview and WAT. Right. So do not forget to like this particular video and please share it with your friends as well. Right, Deepak, so you can proceed with the feedback part, and then I'll also share my feedback.
Anukool, सबसे पहले knowledge about the subjects is good. ठीक है, your subject knowledge was good in जो आपने, क्योंकि that would be the first question that any interviewer would like to assess, that you had such good grades all throughout. So is he like well updated with the subject or not? Has he like forgotten after 14 months of experience? So you were bang on. The subject knowledge is good, but other things you've not thought about it. You've not thought about it. You just have an idea. Maybe you're completely raw at this particular stage. Be it any answer, let it start from the introduction to why MBA, or sir stumped you with the question, what did you learn from your family? There are so many things that that you could have learned from your family, but you're not able to answer. But maybe in a very normal scenario where we have not been sitting in this particular formal setup, you would have been able to tell a lot of things, right? But so since interview is something that has to be taken as seriously as your written exam, because I'm not giving you admission only on the basis of written exam, right? So interview also holds a good amount of weightage. So you need to take that seriously as you took your written paper. or the online exam that you took. So you have to write down all the responses, all the typical questions that are going to be asked in the exam, like why MBA, introduction about yourself. Introduction was decent, but thoda sa, or all in all, as a package, you were thoda sa underconfident.
Right. So I think Deepak has rightly mentioned it was more of lack of preparation, and confidence was definitely lacking, Anukool. And as you understand, the competition out there is fierce, right? So you will have to come out and you will have to gain knowledge, and you will have to polish yourself, in simple words, if I say, right? Because managers, when the companies come for recruitment, I mean they are looking for go-getters, right? So when companies even take your interview, by the time you need to be very well polished, and that's the reason most of the Bschool pick the raw material where they see potential, they can be groomed and polished very well, right? So yes, do work on these things and start reading a lot. I believe you are not reading, just reading those short stories would give you pointers, but you will not be able to articulate your thoughts on, you will not have viewpoints. So that's the reason it's a good idea to read newspaper rather than reading short stories. 180 letters characters doesn't help all the time. You need to be careful about that. And yes, I think it's more of preparation. So sit down with yourself and put your thoughts on paper. I'm sure with introspection you will come up with many more good points, right? So yeah, you can definitely work on that. Anything, Anukool, that you would like to ask us right now that you want to understand?
So it's more of a self-work only for me. However, the questions that you had asked, mainly about why MBA. So I had those answers thought of. However, in front, when in live, I sort of got lost for once.
See, that is why I'm telling you, I'm suggesting that you have to write down those answers, because that thought is there in your mind, but that thought flow has to be there.
Right, Deepak, let me give one answer, because there are so many viewers out there and they have this question. Guys, if you are not able to come up with your thoughts, let me give you one answer which is tried and tasted. Tried and tested. You, no matter whether you are a doctor or you are an engineer or you have your family business, this answer that I'm going to give, it's like common answer, and of course you can then relate it with yourself and your future goals and all. But before that, Renu Valmiki is asking one question. So which channel on Telegram for if she wants to participate? Renu, please note down the channel. It's not a channel, it's a group. So the group is T for Tamil Nadu, t.me/gd_pi. So this is the URL through which you can join that particular group, because there might be plenty of groups of GDPI, but I'm giving you directly a URL. So it's t.me/gd_pi. T.me is a standard prefix for any of the channels on Telegram. Right. Okay, so I think our meeting will end something. Okay, fine. Now I was giving that answer, which is a common answer. So whenever you are asked, to all my viewers and to Anukool, to you, why do you want to do MBA? So you can straight away say, so there are 4 good reasons why I want to go for MBA. Reason number 1, I want to gain knowledge of various business functions, because during my engineering, especially if you are from technical domain, so you can put it that way. If you are BBA, then you will have to say, okay, I want to gain more knowledge of business function, by the way. So if you are an engineer, then you can say, sir, during my engineering, I gain good technical knowledge. Now I want to learn how business works and what are the important functions of business. So that's reason number 1. The reason number 2, it's networking. Okay, your body language also matters a lot. So you can also say it this way. Reason number 2, networking. So when I'll be doing my MBA, I'll be connected with at least 200 more future managers. And for that, you should know that's number of seats. Okay, so normally it's around 200. Okay, so networking is another reason that you want to go for MBA, because when you do MBA from a good college, say you took up finance, you started working in say ICICI Bank, and a couple of years down the line you felt that there is no much growth, you want to change the field. So you can dial your friend who is working with say HSBC or with some other equity research firm and all, and you can get more opportunities from him. Okay, so that's why networking is more important. Reason number 3, to become a corporate citizen. Now, what does it mean by corporate citizen? So I want to groom up my personality. Okay, so this MBA program will definitely give me a good platform and the environment, right environment, where I'll be able to improve on my interpersonal skills and overall personality. And reason number 4, definitely good career opportunities. Are you getting this point? So no matter from which field are you, this 4 pointers will always work. Of course, you can come up with some more relevant answers for yourself, but if nothing is coming to your mind, guys, go for this, and it is tried and tested methodology. So I'm sure all of you would like this. What to say in why should I select you for a fresher? Can you give a simple reason? Okay, before we go ahead, there is one more question that is coming up. So I hope, Anukool, I have helped you, draft that particular answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So there is one candidate, Manvendra Singh, who is asking this question: what to say in why should I select you for a fresher? Can you give a sample answer? So Manvendra, I'll give one sample answer, and then Deepak sir also will give you that answer. If I am to answer, if I am a fresher and if I am to answer, I'll definitely highlight my strengths. So for example, sir, I am hard worker and I'm a good problem solver. Besides, I have also fared well in my academics. So these are some of the reasons why I should be considered, as a suitable candidate for this particular college. Okay, Deepak,
as a personal preference also, you can mention that, what you want to finish your education in one go. Because right after your graduation, if you get into an MBA, then anyway you're going to be starting the job, right? So as a fresher, right after fresher, you want to finish your education because...
No, Deepak, he is asking a different question. Let me just read out the question. Manvendra Singh, I'm talking about Manvendra Singh. The college is asking him, why should we select you? Why do you want to go for MBA as a fresher? Why should we select you? Okay, that's the question. So Deepak, what are your thoughts on that?
So basically, when the college does not have or has not set up a perimeter that no, you have to have a work experience. So first of all, what we need to understand that college is already inviting freshers. So there is no animosity in their minds that they don't want freshers. They just want what is your take on it. What value addition are you going to bring up to the college? So like Sir said, you've been active participant in your past academics or in a lot of events, or a lot of you've been a great student maybe, or you've taken a lot of initiatives in your earlier college, and you want to take those initiatives and you want to be bringing that value addition into that particular college also. So Joe, what value are you going to be adding? You just need to figure out what did you do in your past academics or past college, the same thing that you're going to be or extending in the next 2 years also in that particular MBA college.
Okay. Suman Das has also one question. Suman Das is asking, after 4 years of experience in IT, if I am asked why are you going for MBA rather than going for executive MBA after 1 more year? Because normally after 5 years you become eligible for executive MBA in IIM Bangalore and many other good Bschools. So Suman, what I'll suggest is we conduct this kind of sessions every day in the evening slot. So please join that group. Once again, I am repeating the URL for that group, t.me/jd_pi. And over there, our experts would guide you about this thing during the weekdays. Okay. So yeah, Anukool, thanks for coming up. I hope you would have been benefited, and we'll arrange few more mocks in the coming days, right? Okay, so all the best, and thanks to all the viewers for joining us. And we are coming up with one more interview after half an hour. So please join us once again. And till then, see you. Bye-bye.